Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 31 Days of Cutfiles with MK and Janet, and that's me. Today we are using our final cut file for the week that MK has designed, and it is this geared item that actually, to me, it looks like it's got like a gauge on it. There's nothing indicating that central area is a gauge, but it kind of looks like that to me. Anyway, I decided to use it in the backside of my album for our Wisconsin trip. This is a power plant that is in Port Washington, and my husband's cousin's dad worked at this power plant, and I thought it was interesting. I'm putting it in the album because it is also the power plant where if you saw my video on the Pebble House, the Pebble House was, I guess, at the entrance of this, at least according to my husband's cousin, and this is where his dad worked. So I thought it would be nice to just give a little tribute to that. It was kind of cool. There is a park right nearby called Coal Dock Park that goes out over the water. There's a big, huge dock that you can walk out on, I guess. We didn't do a lot of exploring. It was raining, and it was humid and hot, but raining, and we also didn't have a ton of time. We did a lot of driving around in this area just because of that. But it was kind of cool. We couldn't have gone into this anyway because it's all, security and all that kind of stuff. But we could have, my husband actually did hop out at the Coal Dock Park and take a couple pictures, but I did not. So anyway, I'm going to be leaving a little bit of space for a little bit of journaling on this one to talk about how it relates to his family and all of that kind of stuff. And you don't get to see that part because, again, a lot of times I don't do my journaling on camera, but I also want to make sure I chat with him about it first. I am using my little vortex mixer off to the right hand side there. I've had a lot of people question what that little tool is. I'll put a link down below for it. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. And basically what it is, it's you press down on the top of it with whatever bottle you have in your hand, and it spins at like 4,000 RPMs and underneath that little rubber top that it's got there, and it mixes up whatever you have on top of it. In this case, I'm using it for some Dina Wakley Media Gloss Spray in Medieval, and that is what I sprayed that chipboard piece with. That chipboard piece is from MK's shop, and I don't remember actually right off the top of my head if it's from the embellishment box. I believe it is. But I'll put a link down below for where you can pick that up. But it may be part of the embellishment box, so it comes with a variety of other items as well. I did spray it. I actually used some heavy white gesso on it first so that this spray didn't soak right into the chipboard. And then I sprayed it with the Medieval Media Gloss Spray. And now I am just using a little bit of Nuvo Embellishment Mousse over the top. One is, pardon me, I thought I was going to sneeze, Gunmetal Grey, and the other one is Cosmic Brown. And just to give it some different color, to make it look a little bit worn and a little metallic in certain areas. I did find a piece of wood grain, kind of a weird wood grain. I think it's from Simple Stories, in my scrap bin. And it's kind of the same grayish brown that is on that background paper. That background paper is from the Toast collection from 49 and Market. And so I'm using that piece of brown to back my photo, and it goes really well with the brickwork that is in this building, or on this building. And I did use a notebook punch along the top of it there to give a little added texture, and then I put a little black paper behind it with a torn edge just to keep it grunged up. And now I'm using a film strip that was also in one of the monthly boxes from MK's shop. I don't remember if this one is from June or not. the chipboard piece, I believe, is actually from June. I just don't remember if it was in the box or not in the box. And if it's out of the box, it's in the shop. And you can buy it individually. So anyway, I will, again, like I said, put a link down below for you. In the box, the film strips that you do get, you get a smaller sampling, so you're not invested in a huge variety of film strips, in case you're not sure if you would be someone who would use them or not. So anyway, I like how it looks, and I am going to just keep building up these additional gears. These are also from that same chipboard set. I just went back and cut them out, and I had already used some gesso on them, so I just had to kind of match them up. Now this set of florals is from 49 & Market's Plum collection, as I just held up the front of it there so you could see. And I thought these looked really good because the building kind of leans towards the warmer colors, almost like a pinkish brown. And so I thought I would pull that in, and I really like the way that this ends up looking with these additional flowers on the top. I am also going to add some enamel dots, but I do that off screen at the very end, and so you'll see those in the close-ups, but you're not going to see them here on the video. And the enamel dots that I use are from Gina Marie Designs. They are kind of like a pinkish color, pretty much the same color as that light colored flower that's in that bottom cluster that I am putting down right now. I am using a little bit of foam to support that little cluster because it is popped up onto that chipboard piece, and I'm really liking how this is coming out. I'm just kind of tucking these stems down underneath some of the other flowers, and then adding these with a little bit of liquid glue. I did go through some of my embellishments from 49 & Market, and I found this tag. I think this is from the Nature Study collection. And I'm just tucking that in up top here. That's going to be my little journaling spot. I will be using some foam alphas. Those are from Pink Paisley. They've got a brown wood grain on top. And I'm just going to use them to create the title that says Port Washington Power Plant. And that is a lot of letters, you guys. So Port Washington is going to have to go across the top. There's no way that it's going to fit in this little bottom area. So I just go ahead and move it to the top, kind of playing with the spacing, because I know I'm going to need more space than I actually have. So I have to move things around quite a bit. But once it gets set, it looks fine. And I know I'm covering up the notebook edge, but you can still see it in real life. Like this isn't real life, but in reality you can actually see that torn edge tucked behind. If I had thought about it, I might have left a little bit more of the edge sticking out and have had those words down a little lower, like made that brown piece a little bit taller, but I didn't. So, you know, it is what it is, and that is how it works out. You know, sometimes your layout doesn't work out exactly as you'd planned, but I still actually really overall like this layout, so I'm totally okay with that. The words power plant are going to go down at the bottom here because there's just nowhere to put them otherwise. I guess I could have put them in the blue sky of the photo, but I thought that would look a little bit weird. And so I'm just going to go ahead and tuck them down here, and I think that looks fine. I'm going to use a little bit of gold Heidi Swapp Color Shine to splatter around to add another metallic color. And I'm really liking how it came out, you guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and this week of Cutfiles from MK. Go and check out what she has on her channel going on. And don't forget, you can join the 31 Days of Cutfiles group, even if you are not using the Cutfiles that we are using. You can use any cut files you want, or just go join for inspiration. I did a live over there yesterday using yesterday's file. MK's been doing lives throughout the month periodically to show you different ways to use files. So come back again tomorrow, and I will be back with a new cut file starting a new week, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.